Welcome to the Art Lady channel. Today we're going to be making a cute little owl Valentine. And we have some fun little sayings to go with the owl, or you can make up your own. To start, you want to take a piece of white paper, and we're using 8 by 11 paper, but you can use any size. Our first step to make the owl is to fold the paper in half. So I'm going to fold it in half, just give it a light crease and open it back up. And then this will become the line of symmetry, the fold line. From there, I'm going to find my top, bottom of the page, and I'm estimating the middle. On the middle, I'm going to put a dot. I'm going to look down at the bottom. I'm going to find the very bottom of my page. I'm going to jump up a little bit, put a dot. This is going to be how tall the heart is going to be. Let's look at that heart. It's going to come up with a curve and a curve on this side. If you put your hand here, you can trace around it and trace around it on this side. So I put my hand next to my dot. I'm not tracing the fingers, I'm just going to go around my fingers, move my hand, come back around these fingers. Now I'm going to connect and connect. Now I have a nice big heart on my page. Next step is to put the little owl in. If you look, the inside of his face forms almost a heart as well. So we're going to jump up here. And we're on the line of symmetry, the fold line. We're going to come up and back down. So we curve it up and we stop at the heart. I'm going to do the same on this side. Curve up and stop at the heart. Notice it's almost at the middle here of this bump. I'm going to then put the top of his head. So I curve up and around and right back down. This will form the top of the owl's head. My next step is to go in the very middle and do a straight line. This is going to form the owl's beak. And now I'm going to do a long, narrow diagonal down, long diagonal down. I curved slightly in, and then I put 2 little lines. Now we're going to do 2 large circles. 1, 2. They're the size almost of my fingertip. And I'm going to go around them again. It's going to look like a donut. Around and around. The middle, smaller circle forms the pupil. I can color that pupil in. If I start with 2 lines like this, I can color each side in. One side, let me show you what that looks like, and the other. I'm going to leave the little center in the white as highlight. So I can do 2 lines and leave the center in as a highlight. Now I'm going to make it come back up a little bit bigger here for you to see. Our next step is to put some more details in for the owl. We're going to now form the wing. So we're going to come from the edge here where it meets the heart. I'm going to come up, around, and down. It comes past this curve. And then I'm going to put some long lines that slightly curve in. And we're going to do the same on the other side, coming down and around, and adding some curve lines for the feathers inside. Once we have our 2 wings, we're going to go ahead and add a tail. His tail's just going to come off to one side, so I start here on the heart, curve it down. So I'm going down and out. And then I come up from here, and I'm just going to bring it to in. So I come up from the bottom, start here, draw across to meet. And then I'm going to add some longer lines on the inside. So now I have my owl body. Now on the inside here, we can make some other layers to the heart. We can make some smaller hearts on the inside. Starting below this, put a dot, come up from the bottom, put a dot, and then I'm going to come up and around and right back down to the dot. Up, around, go slow, right back down to the heart. I'm going to do the same on this side. Up, around, really slow, right back down to the heart. And I'm going to make a smaller one, doing the same process. Come down with a dot, up on the line of symmetry with a dot. I'm coming up and around, right back to the dot. Now that we have our owl made, we can write our little saying. And you can choose your own saying. And we're going to make a pun with the word owl. Owl can stand for I will, or it could stand for always, owlways. That's up to you. This one says, I love you with owl my heart. So this one means I love you with all my heart. So instead of saying all, we're saying owl. Here's some more sayings that you might want to use. And you can always pause the video here so that you can write them down. And I'll have these at the end of the video as well. This says, have a hoot on Valentine's Day. I will always love you. This is a short for I will always love you. I'll always love you. So you could write it as, instead of always, owlways. This is another one. Owl you need is love. So the owl word is replaced for all you. All you need is love. Owl you need is love. And the last one here is I love you with owl my heart. You could draw the heart as a symbol or write the word heart. So these are just some suggestions on what you might want to write. You can write your own words as well. Make up your own fun pun on the word owl. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, be sure to hit the like button. And for those viewers who have signed up to support this channel, I want to give a big shout out to them. If you would like to become a patron and support this channel, you can click on the title of the video, which will take you to a link to my Patreon account. The art images you're seeing now have been produced by my students in grades 2 through 5. I hope you enjoy the student examples.